Hey, what's good, my beautiful people? Back with another video, back with another reaction, guys. Today we are reacting to the craziest meals ever eaten on my 600. What's it? LLB live. It's LB or IB? Yeah, that shit, dog. The meals that these people chow, dog. Crazy. But anyway, let's get into the video, guys.
The patients on My £600 Life eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on TV, and in this video we're going to break down the most insane, looking at the calories, cost and more, starting with James B, the man who is addicted to getting food deliveries. James's story was in season 10 of the show, and he weighs in at a staggering £625, which won't come as a surprise when you see what he orders in for his breakfast. Obviously, I'm not American, but from the order he places, it sounds like he's ordering from IHOP, and he shares how excited he gets when he orders food.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy. So I get excited. It's like the Super Bowl. You can get whatever you want now. You understand?
He lists off his massive order of food, which is just an insane amount for an entire family, let alone one man. Some of these items have been removed from the IHOP menu, so we'll be going with the closest item currently on their menu.
All right, can I get the 2 slices of steakhouse premium pancake? Can I get the game day family feast? Can I get the original French toast?
His first order.
Dog, to be this big, you must have money, bro. You can't be this big and don't have money, dog. You have to have money. What are you gonna eat if you don't have money? You're gonna eat us, bro. That's your next meal. You're gonna chow us, bro.
Of steakhouse premium pancakes consists of 2 pancakes with smoked bacon pieces and caramel sauce. It consists of 8 pancakes, 8 bacon strips, 4 servings of scrambled eggs, hash browns and 8 sausage links. And he isn't done yet. He orders some original French toast and finally 2 slices of ham. In total, this mammoth breakfast comes to $84 and around 7,500 calories. And he hasn't even brushed his teeth yet. It seems hard to believe that it totals this many calories, but
50. Oh, that's 1.4, bro. 1.4 South African rands, dog. Every day. Yo. Oh, bro. I thought these people don't exist, dog.
in the amount of food on the table in front of him shows the reality of the situation. The most shocking part about this is that he actually finishes every single item he orders and still wants more.
So when breakfast is over, then I'm already thinking about.
That's just breakfast, bro. My Prada. Hey, dog.
Lunch. I do get full, but it's temporary.
My nigga.
Then
my nigga's even trying to. He can't even stand.
Ready back on the phone, looking on what I'm gonna get for lunch.
Now, obviously James needs to change his eating habits quickly if he wants to lose weight. In my newsletter, The Fat Loss Kitchen could be the key for him and anyone else looking to lose weight while not eating boring meals. Every single Friday, I will send you a recipe for one of these homemade, diet-friendly meals, all completely free. All you have to do is visit the link in my description or visit fatlosskitchen.com to get started. And James isn't the only patient with a big appetite for breakfast, as Dolly, who appeared in the same season, shocked viewers with the sheer amount of eggs she uses every single day. Dolly Martinez is someone my subscribers already know all about, as I've just released a video calling her the most immature patient ever on the show, and for good reason, after she moved into a drug den to avoid Dr. Now. But her diet is somehow even more shocking than that. She lives with her best friend Cheyenne, who to be honest could also be a star on the show, and this means that they both indulge each other's bad habits. So when Dolly asks,
this is like living with This is like living with the person that drinks, bro, and you're both trying to be sober. No one tells the other one, dude, let's do better. Instead, we encourage each other. Oh,
For 15 eggs for breakfast,
15
Cheyenne
eggs.
didn't bat an eyelid. Obviously, egg prices are insane at the moment in America, with a dozen eggs costing around $5.50. So, on average, the amount of eggs alone probably cost her $7. To make matters worse, a single egg has around 70 calories in, and not even taking into account the oil she used for cooking, this is around 1,100 calories worth of egg. And she doesn't stop there, adding as much cheese as she could physically hold into her eggs. Obviously, there's
This has to be AI, bro. This has to be AI.
no exact number here as she just gets a fistful, but let's be generous and say that that's 500 grams of cheddar cheese, which would be yet another 2,000 calories, bringing breakfast to 3,100 calories. It should
Just
come at no
breakfast
surprise
only.
then that when she's finally weighed, the scales show a staggering number.
Step down. We're gonna be going to room 5.
How did that happen? It's actually a lot more than I thought I was going to see. There's no way I gained that much. So that makes no sense. That's impossible unless my scale at home must be wrong.
Somehow Dolly thinks that her diet couldn't have brought her to that weight, and Dr. Now was quick to explain how dangerous her situation has
You can't
become.
even believe.
All right, so you are 593 pounds and you're 5'2",
Yes, sir.
so your BMI is 108. So that's a very high BMI. And your body is under a lot of strain because of that.
And just like Dolly, Maya's body was under a lot of strain too, caused by her addiction to fast food drive-thrus. Maya appeared in season 7 of the show and started her episode weighing over 600 pounds, and it's not hard to see how she got there. Because she's so large, despite being able to walk around and bathe herself, her boyfriend Christian needs to do pretty much everything else for her. This makes her attitude even more frustrating, as she
That guy must get paid, bro. But technically, I can't live my life. I'm looking after my wife. I'm looking after my wife that can't even get herself off the bed. Every day, every day, every day. Yeah, white people have some crazy love. Shout out to him.
to her boyfriend about where she goes during the day.
He doesn't know when I go to get food because I get dressed to go out
Even
and I
goes by
tell him
herself.
it's for errands. But it's a lie.
Shout out to
Because the
her.
only thing I'm going to do is eat.
Maya lies to her boyfriend so she doesn't feel judged and embarrassed about going to multiple drive-thrus. This may sound obvious, but I think it's quite clear that Christian knows she goes to the drive-thrus and just wants to keep the peace. In the car to the drive-thrus, Maya admits that sometimes she will go to 4 places in a row, which is more than most people will go to in an entire month, let alone in a single morning. Her first stop is McDonald's, and her order is mammoth to say the least.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
So with her order of 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg and cheese, and a sausage and egg muffin, this brings her calories to start her morning to around 1,200 and costs around $15. But this wasn't enough, and Maya isn't full yet.
There's no words for that feeling when you taste something you love. It's incredible, but it feels like that meal is gone in a second. So I move on to the next things I'm craving.
Next, she pulls up to the Arby's drive-thru and puts through another massive order.
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich, jalapeno roast beef slider, and your ultimate BLT sandwich?
With the beef and cheddar sandwich, a jalapeno
Bro.
roast beef slider, and an ultimate BLT sandwich, which by far has the most calories of any of her meals this morning, all confirmed, she digs in yet again. She decides to enter a spree of drive-thrus here, and finishes her morning having eaten 2,679 calories and having spent $31, which is probably enough to feed 2 or 3 people. I'm going to make a full video on Maya, as her addiction to food was so strong and her relationship with her family was made extremely difficult because of that. So make sure you listen to Dr. Now and subscribe to my channel.
I encourage everybody to subscribe to the Greg's YouTube channel and enjoy the videos.
Now, although Maya hid her food addiction, Bethany was much more brazen about hers, as she has her children bring her a ridiculous amount of fast food to binge on. Bethany's episode starts with her saying she hates her life, and she's in constant misery. At 40 years old and over 600 pounds, she needs her 10-year-old daughter to help her get ready for the day. She has another 18-year-old daughter that...
Foot is like that small. And the leg is like that. But these shows are like AI. Not even AI. I don't know. Maybe because AI was not there by then. Like, you know, the way Leon Schuster used to dress. These are real people. Oh, do you have such in South Africa? I've never seen them in the malls, or they always stay at home and just order. Bro, that's crazy though.
Does cook for her, and she does start by cooking her mother a breakfast of 3 eggs and some toast. This is just a normal breakfast and obviously isn't too crazy. However,
Yeah, that's not
Bethany gets
crazy than the
hungry
other one.
during the making of this breakfast, so has a muffin and a bun.
She has to eat the pre breakfast before the breakfast. Yeah.
And a packet of what looks like crackers before she has her breakfast. This is pretty tame as far as 600-pound life breakfasts go though. And the real shocking meal comes later into her episode as she orders a pizza feast all for herself. When her daughters arrive home from school,
I can also chow a pizza cunt, man. Pizza. Pizza dog, that's a snack, bro.
they order a meal consisting of 2 pizzas and a massive box of multiple slices of garlic bread. I try to find a specific restaurant, but not being from America and my knowledge of the fast food chains over there being limited, we have to make some assumptions here. So it looks like 2 large mushroom and pepper pizzas, which would have around 3,000 to 4,000 calories in total. But what really takes the cake is the massive box of cheesy garlic bread she orders for basically all herself.
That's when food became this thing in life, like it is now, where I have to have it.
At my count, there's 15.
Hold up. And I just remembered something. American pizza is different than ours, dog. American pizzas, you find that biggest slice, bro. It's like that big, dog. The box is like big, bro. So she chowed 2 of those. And all of these garlic. Oh.
Slices there, and at minimum 350 calories per slice, that totals up to 5,250 calories just on garlic bread. She does give a couple of slices of pizza and a slice of garlic bread to her daughters, but not too much, and it looks like it's safe to assume that she ate no less than 8,000 calories in this one meal. She does leave the crusts though, so maybe she saved some calories there.
The only thing that could help me escape it was food, so I was just eating my way through life at that time and gaining. So I put on another 100 pounds after that and got up to the 400s by the time I was 15.
Now, like Maya before Bethany, Karina also tries to hide her food habit, but in a very different way. Featuring in season 6 of the show, and much like the other stars, her first thought every morning is that she survived the night. Her following thought is wondering what she's going to have for breakfast, which is the sad reality of living with a deep food addiction. She lives with her parents, and the only time she leaves the house is to the grocery store with them, while being carried in the back of their people carrier. But she only does this so she knows her parents are going to buy what she wants from the store.
My parents have to drive me, and I...
Dog, as I say again, to be this big, bro, you have to have money. At least, what are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? She even went with the parents to the store to make sure they get what she wants, not what they think is good for her, what she wants, bro. Oh, you must have money, though. Serious money. You can't be broke and be this big. Who are you going to eat? You're going to eat us. Clearly you're going to eat us if you don't have food. Food makes people, if you're hungry, it makes you angry. Indlala, ibanga, ulala. Now imagine. No comment.
Sit in the back of the van on the floor. So they literally had to fold the seats in the
She's
van down,
fucking
put a blanket on the floor.
As she's wheeled around the store, her parents do not question anything she wants. Ice cream, chips, cakes, and more, with nothing being off limits. Even though her parents don't question her meals and know she eats a massive amount of food, she still attempts to hide her addiction. When her parents leave for the evening and go to dinner, Karina allows herself to order even more food.
I have 2 medium pizzas with pepperoni and sausage, 1 order of your cheese sticks, 24 honey chipotle wings, and the double chocolate chip brownie.
Delivery or carry out?
This will be for delivery. Thank you.
When the food arrives and is laid out on the bed, Karina rubs her hands together as she looks at the mountain of...
Bro, she's rubbing her hands like Birdman, dog. Like, yeah. I'm about to chow this thing like nobody's business. Bro, before her parents left, there's food on the bed. And she's ordering more food. How much do these people spend a week? Or not even a day, bro.
Food in front of her. Starting with the medium pizzas, they probably have at minimum 2,500 calories in them each. And I'm not sure what restaurant she got them from, but if we go off the Papa John's menu, those 24 wings will have another 2,500 calories in them, the majority of the calories coming from the sauce they are in. She tops the meal off with a brownie, with one square having 250 calories, so another 2,250 calories there, and a garlic bread, which is at minimum 1,000 calories. So in this absolute beast, she will devour around 8,250 calories, which explains how her weight has ballooned to this size and has now meant that her bed needs to be held up with cinder blocks.
It makes me feel warm and good inside, if only for a short while.
What?
But I'm afraid that one day I'm just gonna need too much. I'm probably gonna die from a
Yeah,
heart
I
attack.
know you're gonna die,
Or I'm
man.
gonna suffocate.
Yeah,
But
you're
I
gonna
can't
die.
stop myself.
This somehow wasn't as big as the next patient's meal though, which actually was so large it made headlines in the news.
There's
In
even a
season
bigger
11
person.
of the show, we met Chris, whose legs are so fat that they push against each other, meaning he can barely stand up. Despite this, he can take care of himself and do most daily tasks, which includes making his own breakfast.
My weight makes it challenging to cook the kind of breakfast that I want. Because of the weight and the fat in between my legs, I can't stand up straight, so they're constantly pushing apart, which makes it really uncomfortable to stand in the kitchen for a long period of time, so I actually have to sit on a cooler that I sit on when I cook.
This is the scene which made
Shout out to the cooler. Shout out to the cooler for carrying you, bro. You even made headlines, dog. What is that? Pancakes. No, it's burritos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My nigga's eating 12 burritos. Bro, where are these people getting the money? Is it sponsored by the government or is it sponsored by the show?
headlines and led to comments such as, "This is my food for an entire week," and honestly, it isn't an exaggeration. Now, it's pretty impossible to track the calories of this meal as he just has a pan full of bacon, another massive pan full of scrambled eggs, sausages in the oven, and of course cheese to melt on top. Chris puts all of these ingredients into a breakfast burrito, of which he makes 12. 12 whole breakfast burritos smothered in sauce.
I make the meal with my stomach, not with my brain, so I have a really big meal, and when I start eating, as soon as I hit that first bite, I eat it all. I call it going red. I can't stop.
He doesn't even take these burritos to a table and prefers to eat them at the kitchen bench to allow him to devour them
To make
quicker.
more.
Although Chris didn't eat a healthy meal, at least he made an effort to cook his food, which can't be said about Holly, who decided on the day before her weigh-in at the doctor's office she would order a greasy Chinese meal. Now, there's not really an insane amount of food here. Well, maybe it is for the average person, but the real craziness comes from the timing of her decision to get this Chinese food, which is obviously extremely high in fat, oil, and salt.
Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to cook. So we're
didn't
ordering
even
delivery
speak.
from places around here a lot until we can get some pots and pans and stuff to cook with. But Ray said he's gonna look for a job tomorrow, and he'll get all that while he's out. and we can start prepping healthy meals.
Holly uses the excuse that she's just moved into her home.
No, exactly. That's an excuse, bro. What do you mean?
And she can't afford pots and pans. But looking at the size of her Chinese order, surely that could have been swapped for something healthy and bought some pans to cook with. So
Yeah,
she
exactly.
has a massive Chinese meal on the night, knowing full well in the morning she's going for her weigh-in with the doctor, in which she has a goal to lose 50 pounds, and that goes about as well as you're expecting.
I'm really upset, and I don't understand why my progress isn't that good. So I'm shocked and confused and nervous.
She's asking herself.
To hear what Dr. Now is going to say.
She doesn't lose as much weight as Dr. Now was expecting, which caused him to question why she values food and chocolate over living. This led to one of his angriest moments, and if you want to see the rest of Dr. Now's angriest moments, click the video that's on your screen now, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bro. I thought these things was just acting. I thought they were acting. How? Who sponsored these people, bro? Oh, I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say. Oh, by the way, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down your craziest one. As usual, guys, see you on the next one. Peace out.